good. Beer is good. Beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.
93.7 KZ, it's the Craft Beer Buzz here on a Wednesday night in Cheyenne. I'm Tommy T along with
Misty.
Chuckerdoo and Mercedes, Misty's twin daughter. But we are brought to you by the
How'd
Pepper
that
Mill. I don't, it's the
I
Midwest.
got a grandma mommy.
A Grammy?
A Grammy.
Well, we're woken up a little bit now, so I'm feeling a little bit
Yes.
better than round one. So we are now in round two, a little bit more lively, a little more active. We are brought to you by the Pepper Mill and the number M today for Melvin.
Nice.
We are drinking
Melvin.
Melvin beers. Yes. So we started off with Hop Shocker, their current rotating double IPA. Now we're going to go to something, Misty, you pointed out in the last segment how great Melvin is at making IPAs. And it's true.
Yes,
Out
it
of
is
little
true.
old Wyoming, some of the greatest IPAs in the world are coming. All right, so I'm bringing in, which we've had on the show before,
yeah.
Pilsnar.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I love a brewery that can brew a phenomenal Pilsner, because if they can do that right,
Yeah.
they can do anything else right. If you go into a place and their Pilsner sucks, then anything else is just not going to be that good.
And with Melvin, they're one of those companies that if they were going to decide to go coffee, they would do it right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't take shortcuts or anything like that.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
And they have, they've
So
brewed
question,
phenomenal
are-
stouts and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
So, you're pouring that. Are there any, like, Colorado brewers or any, like, other, like, Nebraska or anybody
just anything
else
nearby that.
that's going to be moving to Cheyenne at all? It seems like our town is just blooming with breweries.
So
Yeah.
so here's the thing: we have, and part of my job at the at the
it
wholesaler.
smells so good. I'm
I
so
know,
sorry.
right?
I'm sorry.
Oh no! Please interrupt. The joys of beer is always worth interrupting for, because it is the best. Let's see here. I'm looking for one more clean cup. I'm all beer, no cups right now. No,
I'm like a 12-year-old
so
boy.
part of my job, like I have breweries that are knocking on the door all the time wanting to come into Wyoming, and which is awesome, and I would love to have them all. But because I've heard before, people are they blame like Wyoming liquor laws or something, and wish that things were different so we can get more breweries, and
So
breweries
Wyoming-
can't come in,
yeah.
but it has nothing to do with it. It's actually really easy. Wyoming's a really easy state, full of just easy
That's why I
people.
live here.
Right. So you can get in real easily, but we only have so many people. And we already have a ton of breweries here. So, like, for our company, we're really selective over who we bring in. So, like, this last year, we didn't bring in any breweries in 2018
Okay.
at all. Because in the previous years, it was like 2 to 3 breweries a year that were coming in. And then in 2018, just for the respect of the beer, and for all the customers and everyone out there to get settled into what had come in, we just took a year off of bringing in breweries.
Okay.
And so this last year we brought in Great Divide,
Yes.
and then we brought in Bell's, that's a huge feather in our hat. They're just one of the best. And then we're not going to bring in any more this year, which is kind of heartbreaking because I want to bring them all in, but
there's only many
just can't.
slices of that pie you can split.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
As you're adding some in, are you guys? I mean, there's some mathematical equations. You guys know what we're gonna buy, what we like. So, do you guys drop other people or?
We haven't. There's been some
Okay.
brands we've dropped from different breweries, but breweries.
Yes.
But we haven't dropped any breweries. There have been
Okay.
breweries that have left the state, though, because it's just it hasn't produced enough business for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's kind of cool just to hear like a backstory of what you actually do. We don't just drink beer on the radio for a job. Like we do it for fun. I'm getting
Right.
I'm paid in beer for this.
That's me too.
You, Tommy? You can make
Yes.
any money? Okay. So, so it's kind of cool to talk about what you actually do and how Cheyenne Beverage Company actually is being very diligent in what they do. Like, you guys
for
are
sure.
just like, you're on it. So,
Yeah.
this beer is such a nice,
Dude.
fresh,
Right?
crisp.
This is one of my favorite Pilsners right now. So much so
Yeah,
that
finish is really clean.
I'm topping off. So, yeah, it's super clean. It's super crisp. It has just enough of a little, like, just a bright citrus hop crispness to it, but
Yes.
it's not a hoppy
Yeah.
beer by any means. It's a beautiful, beautiful Pilsner.
It's a nice, refreshing flavor.
What do you think, our resident beer hater?
I think that it's better than the Shocker.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
I like it. For my taste buds, I like it better.
Because it is that, like, mellow. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, I actually like the Hop Shocker better.
More flavor for you?
Yeah, I think more flavor, maybe more hops that comes across for me.
So,
Yeah.
now imagine this, though. Last week when you guys were out at Frontier Days and you were out in that tent for 5 hours baking, and we actually had a warm Frontier Days this year, which
I
was
know,
nice.
no hailstorms.
Right,
Like, what is
totally.
going on?
So imagine that point when you're just so thirsty and then you crack one of these guys open. That would be, how refreshing would that be?
It'd be
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
For certain. Or a hop shocker. Honestly, good point, Tommy. I could have done a hop shocker as well.
You obviously were at Frontier Days for quite a few days there.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
we all
yes, we
were.
would have knocked back some Hop Shockers.
Yes, for certain.
You guys are nuts.
What?
You guys are just crazy.
Oh, you would have too.
I know.
Yeah, what are you
Listen
talking
to
about?
her.
You guys are nuts for drinking that much beer.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Listen to, okay, Ma.
Yeah, what are you judging us for?
I know.
You're like the ringleader.
No, I know. I'm so bad. Actually, so this was Tommy's first Frontier Days out there.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do for Frontier Days?
I stayed home.
Did you?
Yeah, no, I do. So I love Frontier Days for what the community does. Like, I go to the pancake
Oh,
breakfast.
it's
I do
the best.
the carnival, or not the carnival, the parades. And then we do the carnival a couple days or one, but yeah, not for the most part do I go out. Huh. Oh, yeah, and then Mercedes went to the Keith
You
Urban
kissed
show.
Keith Urban? No. Oh.
She did Keith Urban.
Oh, you did
My
Keith
first
Urban.
concert actually at Frontier Days, so.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I had seats, so I didn't have to stand. It was great.
Well, I did Miranda Lambert.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that concert. Is what I'm trying to say.
There has not been there's not been really any shows the past 3 years that I've been like, I have to see that show.
Yeah.
There's one coming up in Red Rocks that I want to go see, but not for Frontier Days.
Well, and I heard Post Malone was packed.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that show was crazy.
Capacity crowd.
Capacity.
Everything they could fit in there,
Yep.
and, well, and then some.
Yep. Yeah.
We didn't say that on the radio. So no, I could crush these, and I'm surprised you didn't give that description. These are real crushable.
Oh, they are crushing.
Because
Crushable,
seriously,
man.
yeah, these are the most crushable beers next to Dayblazer. Because I love Dayblazer by New Belgium, but
Yeah.
this Melvin Pilsner,
Yep.
some maze balls.
Yeah, when I moved here from, there's more right here if you guys
Oh
need it.
yeah, top me off too.
So I didn't know what, coming here from Arizona, I didn't know what NAR meant.
A narwhal.
Yeah, really.
Well, no, it's not NAR, like narwhal.
Oh.
It's GNAR.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Hills GNAR.
Yeah, it's a skiing
Hills
term.
Ganar.
Oh, well, I
Yep.
guess I didn't either because I came from Arizona too.
I know, right? Yeah.
I never heard that.
Well, one of my buddies, when I moved here, he's like, yeah, like shredding the NAR. And I was like, oh, yeah, I totally know what that means. And then I
Google.
left the party, and then I went home and Googled NAR references.
Short for gnarly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what it says on the can.
Oh. I guess I could have read the
They
can.
explain. I love Melvin. It's ran by a bunch of old guys like us, so they
Right.
explain everything on their label.
Right. Totally.
Oh my gosh! So this is probably the first Melvin beer I'm going back for seconds right immediately away because they're always so high in alcohol level and everything
Right.
else. So, but
Well, this
is
one's
great.
not bad.
This one's
No.
not. That's practically in half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Super easy drinking. Well, and I just wanted to show that off because Melvin is, sometimes people are like, well, yeah, but can they brew anything other than an IPA? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They absolutely can.
And they got really cool artwork.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
All
Really
right.
slamming
All right.
those cans down there, Tommy.
Yeah, man, crushing them.
So tomorrow
It's radio,
night.
so we want sound,
Gotcha.
So tomorrow night is Thursday.
True.
What happens at the Peppermill on Thursday?
Thirsty Thursday.
Yes.
Yes, so it's $1 domestics, $2 craft beers, which
That
is-
alone.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Like the domestics are great, but $2 craft beers?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And that's draft, but yeah.
Yeah, and 4-player
Still.
Pac-Man, and yeah. But
And the food alone is just really good. Like,
it's like the perfect bar food.
Yep, it is.
And,
Oh, Mercedes said last
Okay.
night she had the sampler platter.
yeah, that was 3 dudes?
Shut up.
Oh, you're talking about the food.
Sorry, I'm
The
too basic
food.
for 3 dudes.
She's never going to let me live that down ever.
What?
Because I called her basic a
Oh.
couple weeks ago on the
yeah.
radio.
Yeah, that's right. She's basic.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
But yes, the sample platter is delicious.
so you brought a third beer, or are we just enjoying these two for...
Oh, I've got 3 beers.
3 beers. Okay.
Three
It's become
segments.
the nice norm.
3 beers.
Love it.
Going into the carnage round.
All right, so third segment's coming up. Not extra beer, just basic third beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basic over here should love it.
Basic beer.
It's 937 KZ Craft Beer Buzz.
It's a basic beer.
For her basic instinct.
97 KZ. Wait, you just said that. Thanks, Peppermint.
1618 Stillwater Avenue.
Wow. Yep, carnage round begins now. Coming up shortly.
Ding, ding, ding.